Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Crack AFO with Ramya. I am Ramya AFO in Punjab National Bank. In today's video, I will be sharing how I prepared for the English section in the IBPS AFO Prelims. And I will also talk about some important do's and don'ts that you should keep in mind while preparing. So let's get started. First, let's talk about the don'ts because it's really important to understand what not to do before we get into the right strategy, right? Like in many cases, avoiding the wrong methods can actually save you a lot of time and confusion during preparation. Like when I first started my preparation, I had no idea how to study for English and I thought it was all about grammar. If I learned every grammar rule, it would be fine. But that was a biggest mistake. Even if you know all the rules, if you don't know how to apply them in the actual exam, it won't help you guys. That's what happened to me and I don't want the same to happen to you. And the second mistake I made, and I think this is the very common among us, that is not reading English like other sections. Here the thing is, I used to think there are 50 questions and 40 minutes, so I need to attempt all 50 to clear the cutoff. And to all watching this video, if you are also doing the same, kindly please stop it. See, because I followed this in more than 100 mock tests. In most of them I scored 8 or more, but in 2 to 3 tests I got even less than 5 marks. That's really scared me and I start thinking, what if this happened in the real exam? And what if I lose the prelims because of English? That fear was real, right? Because I wasn't even worried about mains or interview at that moment. Just clearing English was my biggest challenge. So here is my advice. Don't try to attempt all the questions. Focus on accuracy. And attempt only what you are confident about and improve your accuracy through practice. Because honestly, I figured out these mistakes late, but luckily still in time. Finally, I changed my strategy before 2 weeks of my prelims exam, and that's why I'm here today sharing my journey with you. To be honest, I followed so many strategies for English because, as I said earlier, English was my weakest section and my accuracy was really poor. So that I tried countless methods. Some didn't work at all, some worked a little. But today I want to share the one strategy that finally worked for me. That is the plan I followed in the last 14 days before my prelims. Those 2 weeks of focused preparation gave me 14 marks in English. Now just imagine if this strategy can give me 14 marks in just 2 weeks. Just think, what if you start following it 6 months in advance? You will score much higher, right? So please watch this video till the end because I will tell you exactly which topics I targeted the most, how I practiced them, what sources I used, and finally I will answer one of the most asked question in the comments, that where I gave my mock test and where I purchased them from. So finally, let me share exactly what I did in those last 14 days of my English preparation. Once I decided to make a proper strategy for prelims, the very first thing I did was collect all my mock test papers. Then I started analyzing every single test and I noted down all my scores in an Excel sheet on my laptop. Then I carefully looked at where I was losing marks and which section were causing negative marks. That's when I realized most of my mistakes were coming from error detection, which is grammar based. That's made it clear to me my grammar accuracy was very poor and I needed to work on that. At the same time, I also noted the sections where I was doing well. Then I wrote everything in my diary where I am weak and where I am strong. And the second thing I did was download previous year question papers from Google. And from that papers, I analyzed how many questions coming from topics like error detection, which I was weak at. And I also noted how many questions from the topics I was already strong in. Then I checked if I only targeted the topics I was good at, would it be enough to clear the cutoff or not? And surprisingly, the answer was yes. So that gave me a clear direction. I didn't have to master everything. I just had to be smart and focus on the topics where I had better accuracy. And that is exactly what you should do too. Especially if you are starting your preparation now, first understand the syllabus. Know what topics are there, what each one means, and where you stand in each of them. And here you can see on the screen, this is the syllabus you need to cover for English in IBPS AFO Prelims. Now speaking about my 14-day strategy. The first thing I did was write down the entire syllabus on the first page of my preparation notebook because I didn't want to open my phone again and again to check the syllabus. Have it right in front of me saved time, and during preparation even a few minutes matters a lot, right? And after that I started identifying the topics I was already strong in. Because let's be honest, in just 14 days it's not possible to learn everything from scratch, especially the topics where you are weak. So I thought, instead of wasting time on my weak areas, why not become even stronger in the areas I am already good at? That way I could handle the English section with more confidence and improve my overall accuracy. So I carefully went through the syllabus and marked the topics where I had a good grip. And now here on the screen you can see the topics I highlighted. These are the ones I targeted because I was already strong in them. And in this video I'm going to share how I practiced these topics, the tips I followed to solve them, and exactly what you should do to practice effectively. Let's get started. The first topic is reading comprehensions. If you analyze previous year papers or any banking exams, usually you will see 2 comprehension passages are given. And in IBPS AFO Prelims, there are definitely 2 RCs. And from this, around 18 to 20 questions will come. That means roughly 9 to 10 marks. Even if you score just 6 marks from RC, it's a big hit for you to clear the sectional cutoff. Why I'm saying 6 marks? Because some questions include tricky parts like finding suitable words, synonyms, antonyms, error detections, where there is a chance to lose marks or get negative. So if you focus on the rest of the questions carefully, 6 marks is a good target. Now for practicing RC, my main advice is to practice daily with mock tests. Just 1 mock test a day is enough because it will cover all the topics including 2 comprehension passages every day. After you attempt the mock, spend time analyzing your mistakes in comprehensions. That's the key to improvising. And also reading skills matters a lot. Many people waste time by reading the questions first and jumping to the passage randomly. Don't do this because that wastes your precious time. Instead, try these methods. First, read the entire passage carefully in one go. Take your time to focus on understanding the meaning and context. Then try to remember which paragraph talks about what. And then read the question and options. If you can find the answer just by reading them, that's great. If not, go back to the specific paragraph you remember and find the answer there. This is the approach I followed for RCs and it helped me a lot. And after reading comprehensions, then it is cloze test. A cloze test is a type of comprehension exercises where a paragraph is given with several blanks. Below the paragraph, each blank is followed by multiple choice options. And your task is to choose the most suitable word from the given options to fill the each blank. And to solve a cloze test effectively, understand the passage first. Read the entire passage from beginning to end without focusing on the blanks. And try to understand the overall context or theme of the passage. And apply grammar and logic. After understanding the passage, go back to the blanks one by one. Use your knowledge of basic English grammar, especially tenses, prepositions, conjunctions, and subject-verb agreements, to find the correct word. And the third thing is choose the most contextual word. Among the options given, select the word that fits grammatically and contextually. Think about what makes sense in the flow of the paragraph. And the tips here is regular reading and practice can greatly improve your performance in cloze tests, and then strengthen your grammar basics and keep practicing different type of passages. Then parajumbles or sentence rearrangements. If you practice this topic well, you can easily score marks from it. Like in this topic, you will be given 5 to 6 jumble sentences. Your job is to arrange them in a meaningful order so that it forms a proper paragraph. And it should make complete sense from start to end. And I will tell some tips for you which I followed. First one is try to find the first sentence. Usually it introduces the main idea of the paragraph. And you can eliminate the options by using simple logic like opening sentences should not contain is, are, and connectors at start, because it usually introduces the topic, right? And the second thing is look for pairing sentences. For example, if one sentence say problem, then the next might talk about its effects or solutions. And the third thing is chronological order. Like some paragraphs are written in a time sequence. Identify if there is a timeline or process to follow. And fourth one, which is most important one, that is daily practice. If you solve 1 to 2 parajumbles daily, you will definitely become confident. Because the more you solve, the faster your brain will pick the correct order. And after sentence rearrangements, the next topic is word swap. In this, one sentence will be given with 4 to 5 highlighted words. Like these words are in the wrong place and we need to swap them correctly so that the sentence makes proper sense. To solve this, just read the sentence carefully. If the meaning feels wrong or confusing, it means some words are misplaced. Once you understand the meaning, it's easy to find which word should be swapped. And there is no need for deep grammar here. The skills you need is just reading skills, logical thinking, and a bit of common sense is enough. If you practice these topics daily, it becomes very easy. That's how I did it. Just understand the line and practice regularly. After the word swap topic, the next one is match the column. As the name says, in this topic, 2 columns will be given. You have to match the sentence from column 1 with column 2 so that they form a meaningful and correct sentence. And you will be given options, and based on the correct match, you need to choose the right option. This is a very easy and scoring topic in the English section. If you practice well and learn some basic tricks, you can easily solve these questions and get marks. And the next topic is sentence connectors and starters. Like, starters are the words or phrases used at the beginning of a sentence, while connectors are used in between two sentences to link them logically. This is actually one of the easiest topic if you follow a good strategy. And the tip I want to share and the strategy I followed is, first understand the different type of sentence relationships. There are usually 5 types. First one is adding information, second cause and effect, third sequence, time and place, fourth purpose and emphasis, fifth one is comparison like contrast and similarity. Each type uses different starters and connectors. What you do is segregate the words based on the 5 types. Identify which starters and connectors fall under each category, and after doing that I wrote down the Telugu meanings of all those words. This really helped me because when I faced a question, I would try to translate it into Telugu. If I could do that, it becomes easier for me to recognize the type of sentence and choose the right connector or starter. With regular practice, your understanding and accuracy will improve. This is exactly what I did and it worked well for me. And here I am adding few of the images from my notes. You can see how I prepared. And after connectors and starters, the next important topics are word replacements and phrase uses. These are the 2 areas where your vocabulary plays a crucial role. If you know the meaning of the words or phrases given in the question, it becomes much easier to tackle these sections confidently. And finally, this was exactly what I did during my prelims preparation, especially in the last 14 days. And it's a very simple and effective strategy. There is nothing complicated about it. If you start doing this, I think it definitely worked out and you will definitely see great results. And of course, you can add your own ideas to make this strategy even better. Now coming to sources, because I have received a lot of questions about where to prepare from, which YouTube channel to follow and which material to use. To be honest, I didn't follow any particular YouTube channel throughout my preparation. Like, whenever I wanted to learn a topic or had a doubt, I would simply search on YouTube and YouTube will recommend related videos below, right? And I used that to my advantage. I would check 2 or 3 videos on the same topic and follow the one that gave me a better understanding. So I didn't restrict myself to one specific channel or educator. I explored various options and I used whatever helped me to understand better. That's why I'm honestly saying I can't recommend any one specific channel or teacher for English because I didn't stick to just one. And I focused more on learning than on following a fixed sources. And I have also seen many comments asking, ma'am, please suggest books for English. So I want to honestly say, not just for English but for all the 3 sections of the prelims, I didn't purchase any books. The only resources I used were mobile phone with active internet, YouTube, and third mock test, and fourth most important one, my running notes. These 4 things were the pillars of my prelims preparation. And I hope you understand that buying books is not mandatory. You can find plenty of practice questions online. I will be sharing all the useful sources for prelims in my upcoming video. So don't worry about how to find questions on Google or anywhere else. I will guide you step by step. Now coming to mock test. I have seen many comments and DMs on my Instagram asking which mock test is best. I had planned to make a detailed video on how to choose the right mock test, and I still will, but here I will briefly tell you what I used. For prelims, I used the Sridhar CCE mock test. What I like the most is that they provide both hard copies and soft copies of their mock test along with the key. That was a big advantage for me. And in addition to the Sridhar CCE mock test, I also attempted all the free e-mocks that were available online. Like, almost every institute offers at least one free mock test, and I made sure to take advantage of all of them. And I attempted that free mocks from Oliveboard, Testbook, Guidely, Exambee, ACC and many more. So my suggestion is utilize every free sources available. These free mocks helped me experience a variety of question patterns and difficulty levels, and that played a key role in boosting my preparation. And don't ignore these resources just because they are free. Sometimes they will add immense value when you use them in the right way. And that's all about my preparation strategy for the English section in the IBPS AFO exam. And I truly hope this video was helpful for all the aspirants who are watching. If you found any part of this video useful or it is added even a little value to your preparation, please let me know in the comments with thumbs up, because your feedback means a lot for me. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your fellow aspirants who are also preparing for this exam. And don't forget to like, share and comment below if you have any doubts, need tips or strategies, or want me to cover any specific topics related to IBPS AFO exam. I will read all your comments and will do my best to respond. And also please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from me. And also it motivates me to do more videos. Finally, all the best for your preparation. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.